Welcome to Jerry's Fish Room.
Alright, I'm going to give you a breakdown on the South American tank. We'll start here. This is one of my larger clown loaches. He's about 6 or 7 inches. This is really kind of his favorite place to be. And then also here I have a yo-yo loach, which I've had for a very long time. He's probably 3 to 4 inches. Again, just they're really cool. Don't see him out that often, so kind of cool to see him here. So here's one of the other clown loaches in there. I have a total of 4 clown loaches in there, ranging in size from 3 all the way up to about 6 or 7 inches. That larger one that we saw at the beginning of the video. One of the cool things I just love to watch these guys is they wiggle their way into really tight places. That is a piece of false driftwood by Universal Rocks, courtesy of Brandon. These fish are really cool. They got some great personality. Very slow growers, but when I got these guys, they were around 2 inches. This big guy, I got him, that you see right there, he's probably about 5 inches. So here we've got Brandon's favorite fish, the jewel cichlid. These are the 2 jewels that I've done a video way back when on. They're still popping. Their colors are really cool. You know, no breeding, or if there has been any breeding, there's not been any survivors, just other than the one that I saw earlier. Now here are my 2 Jack Dempseys, and as you can tell, they're just really great looking fish. One of them's a little darker than the other right now. I'm really looking forward to seeing how these guys develop. These Jack Dempseys have not been too aggressive in my tank, but then again, they're in a tank with a 13-inch Oscar, which we'll see a little bit later. Again, another great picture of that Universal Rocks false tree or branch, or whatever you want to call it. And then we got my Geophagus Redhead Tapahos. I've got 2 of those in this tank. One of them, as you can tell, is more dominant than the other. I'm not sure if they're both males. I'm fairly certain that guy is a male. There's the other one, as you can see, is either a female or subdominant. Don't know a whole lot about how to sex them, but you know, they haven't really bred or paired off, so maybe it's just 2 males and one's less dominant than the other. But I love the geos. Thinking about making a change to this tank and getting some sand in there. Right now there's a ragonite. This is the Geophagus jurapari. You know, like the red top Tapahos, he's probably about 5 inches. Both the Tapahos, red tops, are as well about 4 to 5, about 5 inches, I would say. Very peaceful fish. Don't do a whole lot of chasing. The red tops chase each other. They don't really mess with this guy. This guy doesn't mess with anybody else. Real comfortable looking fish. And then here is Sal, on my Salvini. Not sure, got a lot of good colors. I hear that the more colorful they are, the more likely they are a female. He's sitting in and around 4 to 5 inches as well. He's out right now. He spends a lot of time in one of these caves. He'll chill out in those caves. But when he comes out, man, he's just absolutely spectacular looking. I love the yellows and the reds in him, with the black, you know, down his side. As you can sit there and see, he's just really cool. And there's even a little bit of that iridescence that shows through. And then here are my 2 green terrors that I have. These I got courtesy again of Brandon, the Blind Fish Keeper. Go check out his channel. These guys are about 5 inches right now. One of the unique things, here's the second guy. One of the unique things about these guys is that the stripes along their face, I was talking to Brandon about it, and because I'm like, it's hard to tell a difference sometimes. So he told me to stay focused on their face a little bit, and because each one of those stripes, the way they have it, there are slightly different patterns in every fish. It's almost like their fingerprint, per se, to be able to identify which fishes fit which. And you know, just love it. Again, the iridescent colors, the white trimming of the dorsal fin, of the tail fin. Of course, there's one of the geos doing a little photo bombing. Just again, these guys are pretty cool looking fish. You know, that one right there is kind of my favorite. He's kind of the most colorful. But everybody seems to be getting along really well. So for the most part, Green Terror, Jack Dempsey, their name in my tank doesn't really mean a whole lot. They're not showing aggression. But then we're going to move here to my next favorite, or my absolute favorite fish in this tank, and probably my favorite fish, at least right now, in my entire collection, and that is Monster. He is a Tiger Red Oscar. He is every bit of 13 plus inches. He is a big boy, very docile. One of the things he's doing right now, though, is he is messing around with my pre-filter on one of my canister filters. I have a pre-filter on the intake, and he has ripped holes in it, and now it's laying at the bottom of the tank, so I'm gonna have to pull it out of there. I don't think he likes it. He's just been kind of a difficult individual. And then this is just a cool shot of coming down through the water. You know, he's thinking he's gonna get fed, and I'm trying to get him to do what he loves to do, which he kind of jumps and rolls out of the water. Usually we call this the splash zone, because he does make a mess. There you go. That's my boy. On this tank too, guys, I have right now an FX4 and an Aquatop canister filters. I just added a Tidal 110 to the back. I'm also going to add a Tidal 75, and I'm not doing that because I know I need all that extra filtration. I'm doing that because I want to keep my Tidal 110 and Tidal 75 going, as far as having you know, beneficial bacteria in case I start any other tanks. I can utilize it maybe on another tank, but also adding the Tidal 110 to be able to just go ahead and you know, be able to increase. I put some Purigen in, a little chemical, but mainly some filter floss just to help with that, keeping the water clean. So we'll see how that goes. Again, just love this guy. I mean, absolutely amazing looking fish. Just one of my favorites in this tank altogether. Now, here is Winter, one of my two beagles. She has now discovered fish, which is kind of cool. I have to be a little careful because I don't want her stressing them out. But she is checking them out, and she's not so sure what to do with them, but that's one of my baby girls. I just absolutely love her to death. Great friend.